Hey guys, this is Sam here. I'll be showing you how to work through the discussion board problem, showing you through Desmos and the equations and how to get the sliders working. So you already saw from last week's discussion post our equations, 500x plus 250y equals 25,750, and x plus y divided by 2 is equal to 20, where x equals the dollar price of seat tickets and y equals the dollar price of floor tickets. So the solution you come up with is 67 per seat ticket and negative $23 per floor ticket, which is obviously unrealistic, not something you want to do for if you're promoting a concert. So how do we make it something reasonable, something feasible? You have to change some of the constraints, obviously, and the four that we were given, changing the number of seat tickets and changing the number of floor tickets. We could change the revenue, and we can change the average ticket price. So we'll go through and change one at a time and kind of see what works out better, and finding a reasonable solution. To use the sliders in Desmos, the easiest way that I found is to substitute a variable for the numbers in the equations. So if you'll see here, I've got A equals the number of seat tickets, B equals the number of floor tickets, C equals revenue, and D equals average ticket price. So you can just plug those into our equations, original equations. AX plus BY is equal to C. So instead of 500 X plus 250 Y, you have obviously A in place, A and B in place of those numbers. This will make more sense when I get to Desmos, and start using the sliders. So I'll pull that up. Here on the left, you can see obviously the equations here. If you're not familiar with the sliders yet, as soon as you put in like an A variable in front of an X, it'll give you a slider option somewhere down here, and you can just hit it, and you can set the parameters to be whatever you want. I have them preset to 250 to 2000. Kind of gives it a good a range for what we want to do here. But if you didn't know what your range wanted to be, you could start at like 0 and go up to like 5,000 and just play around with it and see what works and what doesn't for you. I mean, the sliders make it pretty easy to kind of see where you want to end up. You can see the solution here at the intersection point, but we'll just go ahead and keep them at what they were at, 250 to 2000. A lot of the stuff you just have to play around with, and obviously right now our solution's in the negative here. You don't want it there. Change this back to 500. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we already went over this, the parameters. I have the parameters set. If you wanted to set these up, 5,000 to 25,750 for the revenue, and then 0 to 100 for the average ticket price. So the first one we're going to do is changing the number of floor tickets, which is our B variable. So you can go here and kind of look at what solution is going to be. So like if it was 830 floor tickets, you can look at the solution and you could see that it's 22.57 and 17.42. Just because the floor tickets are generally more expensive than seat tickets, I'm looking at something that's going to give me a higher Y value than X value. So this one, wouldn't really work for that. Solution I came up for this one was B equals 750. So you're selling 750 floor tickets, gives you a solution of $17 for the seat tickets and 23 for the floor tickets. The other one we can do is we'll change the number of seat tickets. So this one I found that if you go way up to 1150, um, you get an answer of 17.5 and 22.5. This satisfies the constraint, or this satisfies the lower level ticket price for the seat tickets and the higher for the floor tickets. So yeah, we can put this one back at 500. The other thing we can do is, so we'll change the revenue. Obviously, if you want to go higher and see what that does, you can. So like if we were to say parameter up to 50,000, as the higher you go on the revenue, the lower it's going to get. So like right here, it's at negative 120, and obviously you can't have that. So we'll go lower for the ticket price. The one that I found was 14,000. We'll give you a solution of $16 for or 16.24. So that's $16 seat tickets and $24 floor tickets. I'll set this back to the original amount. The last constraint we can change is the average ticket price. So we can play around with the slider. The one that I found was 40. Right at 40 will give you a solution of 23 and 57. And that's obviously a reasonable price as well. So going back here, possible solutions. These are just my solutions. Obviously, there's hundreds of different solutions for each constraint. No one solution is going to be the only correct solution. This is just reiterating the solutions when you change number of floor tickets to 750, change the number of seat tickets to 1150. Your solutions, you should be able to gather kind of what that means. Obviously, X is your seat ticket price and Y is your floor ticket price. Changing the revenue required to 14,000. There's your solution there, and the average ticket price 240, and your solutions down there. So that's basically it. A lot of it was learning how to use the sliders, playing around with them, and then finding an accurate solution for the problem. So, yep, that's about it. Thanks.